Hello, Lyric Services. Trisha Warner here with your weekly Pilates work. It is the end of October, so I've got my pumpkin shirt on and ready for the Halloween festivities. I hope you are as well. We are going to just do a standing workout today. So I know most of us sit all day, so today and it feels so good to lay down on the mat, so I'm sorry if you're disappointed. If you really need to lay down, select one of my other videos. But I would encourage you to do this half an hour standing workout with me. We're going to activate every major muscle group and really work on getting our bodies strong and fit. So, and because we sit all day, it's really important to stand up a little bit, okay? So, we're going to start with just a simple roll down. So all you'll need for this workout is your 1 or 2 pound weights. 3 is pretty heavy for what we're going to be doing. If you're confident in your upper body strength and you want to go for the 3 pounds, you don't have any shoulder problems, go for it. I'm going to do the 2s, the right kind in the middle, but feel free to do it with no weight, just the weight of your arm, or 1 pound is fine as well. Stand up, cans of soup work well if you don't have any weights, or water bottles. Standing up nice and tall, just feel how grounded you are in the earth here and how even the weight is on both of your feet. And then we're just going to come into a roll down. So you're going to inhale nice and tall. The weights are down in front of your thighs. As you exhale, you're going to nod your chin towards your chest. Round up and over the front of your body, finding a nice back body stretch. Let the weights bring you down a little bit. Inhale here. Exhale, rolling back up, starting from the tailbone, rolling all the way back up. If you're not sure about your roll down, you could obviously do it without the weights. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, nod and round. Come up and over. Find that just a little activation in the front body and a little stretch in the back body. And roll back up. Doesn't matter how far you go. And yes, you can bend your knees. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale, nod and round. And see if it's getting a little bit easier as we go. I can get down to the floor finally. Inhale. Exhale, roll back up. And coming back up to standing nice and tall. We're going to start with our heels together, toes apart with Joseph Pilates called Pilates V. Yes, it does look a little ballet too, but football players do ballet, so it's not just for a feminine movement, right? We can be masculine or feminine or whatever and plie because it benefits our body. So we're going to hold the weights just at the side of our body, nice and tall, grounded in the feet. We're just going to bend our knees and stand back up. And it's small. So we can't go very far in this position because we're not allowing our heels to come up. So we're just going to bend and straighten. I'm staying really tall, taking just this whole shape straight down to the floor. Good. Warming up those legs a little. As you stand up, think about pressing your heels down and zipping your thighs up. Really activating those inner thigh muscles. And last one. Good. We're going to come up onto the balls of our feet. So there's going to be some balance involved here. If you need to go grab a kitchen chair, just pause this. Go grab a kitchen chair so you can hold on to something. Or that's why I have my foam roller here too. You can always use that. You're going to be up onto the balls of your feet. I don't think I'm going to need it. We'll see. Every day is different, and I appreciate every day. We're going to stay on the balls of our feet. You're not super high on the balls of our feet. It's not like a real high heel, just like a half high heel. Heels are pushing together. Bend and straighten. Ooh, find that inner midline strength here. And 3, 4. This is Pilates standing up. 5, 6, 7. Get those heels together. I know they want to come apart. 2 more. And last one. Good. Bring your heels back down. Okay, we woke them up. Now, if you're standing on your mat like I am, that will increase the challenge because it's a little squishy and unstable. So if you're having a difficult time, stand on the hard floor, which will give you a firmer surface to push off of. I'm going to stay here for a minute and then we'll see. Maybe I'll move the mat. I don't know. We're going to go palms out. We're going to bend our elbows. Lift your heels. Reach your arms up overhead, circle them back down around as you lower the heels. And right back up to it. Bicep curl, press up, lift the heels up, arc the arms down as you lower the heels down. And curl, and press, and lower down, and curl, and press, and lower down. 2 more. Make sure your tummy is staying in. You don't want to arch your back or let your belly I'm kind of trying to demonstrate. If you look down, you want to make sure your belly button's pulling in and not popping out. That was the last one there. Now we're going to reverse it. Let's just start with the arms. Arms up, bend the elbows, curl them back down, and arc up. Because there's a little bit of coordination with this, right? Bend the elbows, curl down. And last one, then we're gonna add the heel raise. Here we go, heels lift up and lower, curl down, and lift, and lower, curl down. 2 more, up, should feel good. If it doesn't, lower your weight or don't come up onto the heels. I think let's do 1 more, as I was talking. And that's it, great. We're gonna come into a wide second position. So toes are out, which means knees are out. A lot of times people turn their feet out, but they let their knees collapse in. And this rotation of outwardness, which we call external rotation, needs to come from the top of the hips. So if you gotta get in this position and then look down and say, all right, is my knee over my second toe? If it's not, bring your toes in a little bit if you can't get your knees out a little bit. Your knee should line up with your second toe. So that looks better, that looks better. Okay, make sure you're pulling out from the top of the hips here. And then we're just gonna plie again, bend and straighten. That's it. Your legs are gonna feel great after this. This is total body, you're getting arms and legs. And core, and balance, and coordination for that brain. Now check in with your knees. Are they collapsing? Are they wigging in? No. And last one. And then we're gonna try to do this with a heel lift. If it's too hard, don't do it. This is really gonna activate a deep muscle in the calf with down here in the lower leg called your soleus. You actually have a different muscle that lifts your heels in this position and one that lifts your knees lifts your heels, in a bent position. So this is gonna lift your heels in a bent position, which is gonna get your soleus. So wide stance, get the knees out, hands in front, lift the heels, and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, come on, you got it, 9, and 10. Great, standing up nice and tall, arms out to the side. We're gonna add a little rotation here. So keep your legs out of it. We're just gonna rotate, little pulse, back to center, other side, little pulse. So now if you want with the heavy weights, you'll start to feel it, right? And center, rotate, pulse, center, 2 more each way. Little pulse, center, little pulse. Feel free to drop the weights. And center, lower the arms down, roll the shoulders back. Let any tension from those upper trap muscles that connect your shoulder blade to the neck, the head, which form the neck, and circle the other way. Good. Now we're gonna add a little plie to our rotation. So we're gonna open the arms out as we bend the knees, rotate, pulse, center, straighten, and bend, and pulse. Center and straighten, and bend, and rotate, pulse, center, lift, and again. Last one. Ooh, I'm feeling my deltoids, that big muscle on the side of your arm. Lifting these weights. So good for your bones too. All right, pause there. We're gonna do a bicep curl. So from here, we're just curling up and down. That's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, and last one. Great job. Now, if you need to move your feet a little bit closer together, we're gonna come into a holding isometric heel raise at the same time. So now our knees are straight, we're working the other calf muscle called the gastrocnemius, and we're gonna lift the heels up for a bicep curl. If you can do the hands a little higher, go 1, 2, 3, try to keep that balance, 4, I'm gonna move my mat after this one, 6, pull the tummy in, 7, don't forget to breathe, 8, 9, ooh, my calves are shaking, 10, good, embrace the shape. And I know it's this thick, squishy mat that's making my legs work a little harder, which is great, but I had enough, I'm good, I did that. Because now we're gonna come into a single leg balance, and I don't wanna fall in front of all of you. So we're gonna come into a plie. No, I'm sorry, we're gonna come into a lunge. So you're gonna have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And then you're gonna bend your knees. And the thing I want you to check on this one, make sure your stance is wide enough so that you don't have a lot of pressure on the front of your knee. So the knee, your shin bone here should be relatively vertical. And there's a bend in both knees, okay? And then we're just gonna swing our arms. We're gonna swing them. Let the weight take you a little bit. And relax your grip on the weight. You don't have to squeeze it that hard. It's a light weight. Just hold it so that you're not gonna drop it on your toes. And this is just a nice gentle arm swing. Really open up those shoulders with an isometric leg work here. I could go lower. The lower, the harder. And pause. Now we're gonna put all of the weight on our front leg. You can keep a little bend in it. See if you can offload the back foot and float the leg in the air as you lower your chest down to the floor. The weights can kind of go down to the floor too. See if you can hold your balance. Then we're gonna bend our elbows. If you can't hold your balance here, simple, put the foot down, that's all. We're gonna open the arms out to the side, so I'm doing like a W. I think you can see from this angle. And go 3, 4, 5, 6, modification, foot down, 7, 8, 9, and 10, standing up. Great job. Same thing on the other side, so step the other leg all the way back. Bend both knees. Get into that lunge as much as you can. Is that front shin bone pretty vertical, standing up like a tree? Good, and swing. Feels good on the shoulders. Just think about the shoulders. Don't think about the burn in your thighs. Just swing the arms. Lovely day for a stroll. Just opening up the shoulder joint. And last one. Good. Standing up on the front leg. Transfer all the weight to it. See if you can float the back leg off the floor. And hinging forward. Lowering your chest down towards the floor. Try to find your balance. Good. And once you find your balance, bend your elbows. Lift the arms up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Modification. Foot down. 6, 7. I still feel it in that standing leg. 9 and 10. Great job. Standing up nice and tall. Good. All right, shake it out a little bit. Great job. We're going to come into serve the brownies and hug a tree. These were Joseph Pilates exercises. So your hands are kind of by your side like this. You're going to reach your arms forward and bring them back. That's all there is to it. Reach forward and back. Good. Don't turn your arm like that. I was checking the time. And reach. Stand tall. Stand with your feet together too, so we can kind of work that standing balance. The further apart your feet are, the greater your stabilization, right? Like a tripod. And I want you to challenge your balance. Last one, hold it out. Open the arms into hug a tree and close. My arms are bent to get around that tree. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower it down, shake it out. Give you a little break before the salute is the last one. Okay, so for salute, you're gonna bring the weights together. You're kind of making a little triangle with your thumb and your index finger if you can. That triangle comes right to your forehead. Here, I'll come a little closer. And all you're doing is pressing your arms up straight and on a diagonal. So it's here. Great triceps work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Lower it down. Woo, good. Those arms are getting a workout, right? All right, we're gonna do something a little fun here. We're gonna do a bicep curl. Then I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see where I'm going. You're gonna reach the arms up overhead. And now you're gonna flex your spine like you're diving into a pool. You're gonna come up and over like you're diving, but you're keeping your spine long. You're looking at your toes. Then you're gonna circle your arms down and lift them back up. Good. Reach forward like you're diving into a pool. Round that back. Keep the length. And then circle the arms down and stand up. Bicep curl. Reach up and over like you're looking up over the edge of a cliff, but you don't want to lean forward because you'll fall. And then come down and stand up and curl. Reach up, lift up and over. And down. I like the way this one feels. Let's do one more. Curl and reach up and dive forward. Circle and come on up to standing. You get to put the weights down for just a moment because you know me, I have to move your spine in every direction, every class. And now is when we're gonna do a little bit of extension. So you're gonna bring your hands to your back. We've already done some rotation, right? The twist. We've done flexion. So we have 2 more directions to go. Hands on the low back. Exhale, which will pull the abdominals in, supporting your back as you apply gentle pressure to the low back, lifting your heart and gazing upwards. And then come back up to standing. Shake it out. Same thing again. Hands to the low back, so my fingers are kind of going down. Exhale. As you press a little bit into the low back and arch up. Don't let the head drop too far back. You're looking up on a diagonal. And shake it out. Last one. Hands. Press and lift. And relax. Turn facing me. Feet are going to be hip width apart. You're going to reach your one arm up overhead as high as you can go. So find that length. Stretch your spine long and then come into a side bend stretch. Pause here. We're going to breathe into this side of your rib cage. So you're going to inhale, try to inflate this lung over here. You feel those ribs expand and you feel the tension. Exhale, let it all out. Last one here. And let it all out. Good, come up to standing nice and tall. Other side lifts up. Side bend. Breathe into this side now. Feel those ribs open. Exhale, let it out. Last one. I want you to exaggerate the breath. That's why I'm breathing so loud, so you can hear me and know it's an exaggerated breath. Okay, we're gonna come into a kind of a combination of spine movements now. So this one is gonna be saw, which you can do with the weights, but you don't need to do. Let's not do the weights. Just to err on the side of safety. After you do this video once, if you love it and you wanna do it again, you wanna try it with the weights because you felt so good afterwards, add the weights. But for now, no weights. We're gonna rotate, feet are wide and turned out, but not really turned out, just a little bit. Remember the knees. Rotate and then hinge forward, lift it, reach your opposite hand towards that foot. And then hinge up and rotate to the other side. Hinge forward, lean your hand towards the opposite foot and come on up. So this is a variation of saw that Joseph Pilates did in sitting. We've just modified it to a standing position. So you're reaching your pinky finger towards your pinky toe and then coming back up and hinge forward. So my back is flat. I'm going here. So I say towards, your pinky's going towards your pinky toe. Doesn't mean it has to reach it. You could very easily and effectively do this exercise here, right? As soon as you feel that stretch, okay, I'm good. You did it. You're moving. It's better than not moving. And the more you practice, the further you'll get, because those tissues will start to lengthen out and you'll start to find some mobility and you'll start to feel better, so you'll want to keep doing it. All right, we're going to do little circles. We need our weights for that. So grab your weights, little bend in the knees, arms out to the side, little circles. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch. 2, 3. Ooh, feel the burn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A relief. Bring them into your chest. Rest them on your sternum. Relax your arms. Lift those heels up again. Second set of soleus muscle. Lift 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you took a bar class, you'd do about 5,000 of these. Too much for me. I like to do a little of everything, not 1,000 of one thing. Last one. Good. Put your heels down. Stand up. Right back down. Little pulses. Go 1, 2, 3. So we're only moving up and down 2 inches. And we're doing 10 more. 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. And stand all the way up. Good. Bring your feet together. Hands up at your shoulders. Pull your tummy muscles in so we're not letting those abs pop out. Press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. We're going to bring one foot behind us again, single leg standing. This time, this leg is going to bend and lift forward. We are going to come back. Actually, let's not add the arms because I'm having trouble balancing myself. Standing on one leg, bend the knee of the back leg, hinge forward. That's all. Hinge up and hinge forward and hinge up. Perfect. Switch to the other side. I had a crazy arm thing planned there, but I just wasn't feeling it. Bring the other leg up behind you. Hinge forward and up. Really work that glute and hamstring on that standing leg. And up, that's it. Great, good job. We're gonna come right into a triceps press. So feet are hip width apart. Your knees are slightly bent. We're hinging forward from the waist. Kick those arms straight back, and then you're just gonna bend the elbows and straighten the elbows. The shoulder doesn't move. You're holding that humerus bone up the whole time. Let's go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Little pulses. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo, 10. Nice job standing all the way back up. You can put your weights down, and we might be done with those. I think we are. We're gonna just do a little knee hug here. So I'm gonna turn to one side, standing on one leg, bring that knee up, grab it, give it a little squeeze, switch to the other side, and pull it in. Good, and just alternating, like a little march. But use your hands to pull the thigh bone up a little closer. That's it. One more each side. Excellent job. Now we're just going to change the rotation of the hip, but you'll be surprised how much it changes it. We're going to turn the knee out, bring both hands up and draw. Oh, a little tight here today. And then switch to the other side. So this is how it should look. I have a little something going on with this knee, so it's not great. I'm just going to respect pain and go to where I can go without pain. So this is good, this is good. I feel a little stretch here, so that's as far as I'm gonna go. And as I practice, it'll get better. Actually, it's getting better already, isn't it? You could probably see that. And let's do one more here. Oh yes, much better, good. Butt kicks. So for this one, we are Keeping our balance, and you're sweeping your foot back and bringing your heel towards your rear end. So you're sweeping, alternating. So we're shifting the weight. Notice that my knees are staying near each other. So we're really isolating the quad and the hip flexor. Try to keep your pelvis forward. And one more each side. Excellent. Pause there. Side kicks, so standing up. Usually we do these in side lying. We're gonna do them in standing today. Everything's been modified for standing. So standing on one leg straight and strong, just lift the other one out to the side. That's all it is. 2, you can do whatever you want with your arms. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I wonder how many things I can do. 7, 8, 9, this one, 10. Good. Switch to the other side. Just showing you some different things you can do with your arms as we go. You don't have to do that whole coordination thing I just did. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5. How good does that ankle stability feel, right? Always use your foam roller or chair if you need to. 2 more. And 10. Good. Standing on both legs. Kind of shake it out a little bit. Just give yourself a nice big hug. And mean it. And then open. Be proud of yourself that you did this work for your body and your spirit and your mind today. Good. Squeeze and open and squeeze. And last one. Great. Relax the arms. Let's finish with the roll down right where we started, just to kind of reassess and see how it feels. We did it with the weights. You can do it with the weights or without. It's up to you. I'm going to do it with the weights because I like to compare apples to apples, you know, and that's how we started. It's up to you though if you're like, I had enough of those weights. That's fine too. Standing up nice and tall. Inhale. Feel that nice length through your spine. As you exhale, nod your chin towards your chest. Round your shoulders, come up and over the front of your body. That feels easier. And then come all the way down. See how that feels. Breathe into it. And then starting with your tailbone, start to stack the spine up one at a time until you're standing nice and tall. Let's do another one. I didn't fully assess how I felt with that. Let's do one more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, nod. And roll down. Coming all the way down. Give that back body a nice stretch. It did a lot of work for us today. Oh yes, that's much better than when we started on me. I hope it is on you. I actually don't think everybody can properly observe, but it's something to practice. I don't think some people have the same ability to observe what they feel in their body or observe their position of their body in space, so they can't tell. Am I further? I don't know. You know, after being a therapist for 20 years, I know that that exists. There are just, you know, it's an innate ability of how you can feel things in your body or know where you are in space. Some people have it, some people don't, but I do believe that you could get better at it. So if it's not a great thing for you, I think you can improve it. We're all set for today. I'll see you next week with a new one. Bye.